into this video. This week, it's all about giving you 10 ways to create a productive week, right? I know each week after week, we're trying to find ways to make sure that we're getting things done, that we're not stressing ourselves out, and that we are on task with everything that we have set out to do for the week, right? But what if I gave you 10 ways to make sure that you're slowly but surely getting everything done? Are you ready for them? So, number one, I want you to plan quiet time for the week with God. And this is why I say that. So, how you start is how you finish, right? And I know what's worked for me is when I am on the way dropping my son off at school. After I drop him off, I use that time between going to get my coffee and on my way home to spend quiet time with God, right? So just listening to what he has for me and just sharing with him how I'm feeling, what my thoughts are, and just saying like, okay, God, like, where can we meet in the middle of it, right? But by you dedicating that time to God, you are setting yourself up every day to be able to get through the worst things that can happen and the great things that can happen. But make sure you are spending that quality time with God for some centering. Now, even if you don't believe in God, whatever your higher power or whatever you do to centering yourself before this day starts, make sure that you are planning that quiet time to get that done. Number two, I am a big fan of reflection. Okay, make sure that on Sunday nights or Sunday morning, or even before you get into work or on your lunch break, make sure that you are making reflections on the past week, right? If you've been watching my videos, y'all know that reflection is a big thing for me, because reflections allow you to see what went well, right, and what didn't go so well, right? And it allows you to see what you can improve on. It allows you to see, okay, well, maybe I could spend an extra 30 minutes doing this so I can make sure that by Friday, everything that I need to do will be all scheduled and accounted for, right? Because I made the time to do it. Number three, set 3 big goals. 3 big goals, right? So whether that's committing to going to the gym 3 times a week, right? Whether that's committing to sitting down and working on your business plan, right? Working on one part a week or one part a month, right? And then if that's honestly making sure that you are attending Bible study every week, or making sure that you're attending service every week, right? Set those 3 big goals for yourself and watch, by the more that you see it and you look at it, okay, I can do this. And then the more goals that you set for yourself every week, you can accomplish that. But just by starting with 3, you're giving yourself a chance to write it down, get the vision, make it plain, and get it done. Also, I don't know about y'all, but I am a big email person. Like, I literally go through and check my emails every day. Whether that's Saturday and Sunday, I'm still checking my email. So make sure that you're going through checking and sorting your emails, right? So make sure that you're getting yourself prepared for the week. So if you don't check your work emails until you get to work, that's totally fine. But make sure that you're taking that time to organize your mailbox. So whatever you didn't get done on Friday, make sure that you're prioritizing it to make sure it gets done on Monday. And then Monday's task, finish what you can and prioritize them throughout the week. Organization is key to making sure that you're staying productive and that you're doing what you need to do throughout the week. Number 5, plan and go over your schedule. Yes. Now, I am learning to use the scheduler more in my iPhone. I'm learning it. I'm learning how to use it more at work, like with Asana and with the Google Calendars. I'm learning how to do that, because for someone like me who's always on the go, like if I don't see it, 9 times out of 10, I may not remember it, or I will remember it like at the dead second when, it's too late. So go through the week and plan your schedule. Make sure you're following up on all your meetings that you have to get done during the week, whether that's work, whether it's outside of work, make sure you go through and plan your schedule. And for my people with kids, make sure that you're planning the sports, you're planning the activities to make sure that you know when a certain time's hit, whether it's after 5 o'clock, whether it's in the afternoon, you know, like, okay, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. So when you sit down and do that on Sunday nights or Monday, you're like, oh, okay, I did go through and I did write this and I did schedule that out. So make sure you go over your schedule. Number 6, meal planning and prep, right? So for someone like me, I work from home, and normally I go grocery shopping maybe like on a Friday and Saturday and try to put meals together in my head as I get through the week. But I do want to work more on planning my meals on Sundays. But I know so far what has worked for me is I wake up on, say, Monday, and I'm like, okay, what's in my refrigerator? What can I take out to cook for lunch since I work from home? And what can I go ahead and plan for dinner, right? But I'm pretty sure if I start doing those things on Sundays with the meal prepping and planning, I have an idea of what is in my refrigerator on Sunday, what I'm gonna eat for lunch, and what I'm gonna eat for dinner. And 9 times out of 10, I know a lot of us are still figuring it out by the time we get off of work or we're done with our day. And it's like, oh, okay. So meal planning and prepping is going to be important for those who are like always on the go, or sometimes who really don't have time to really stop and think what they want to eat. When you figure it out on Sunday evening or Sunday morning, however you do your reset days, when you figure that part out, it's gonna be like second nature. Number 7, fold and put away your laundry. Now listen, I am still getting the hang of that. I'm a person that normally washes on Sunday anyway. And so it's crazy thing is that I will fold and put my son's stuff up. But then when it comes to my stuff, I'm like, I could do that another time, right? Sorry. Excuse me. It's like, I can do that another time, right? But productivity, I am working on making sure that I am, for one, starting my loads earlier so I won't be up all night trying to fold and put away clothes, right? So you have to make it work for you. So if you know that you don't get to church until 1 o'clock, and then after that you go probably have dinner with your family, or you do the rest of your errands on Sunday afternoon, make sure you're putting that laundry in the washing machine before you leave for church or before you leave for whatever your Sunday activities are. So that way when you get back, okay, put it in the dryer and I can start folding, right? But make sure that you are making it work for you, right? Number 8, and this is a good one. Plan your outfits out for a week, right? Hear me out. Now, you know, growing up, we used to, for those who wore uniforms, it was very easy. It was like I could go pull out my Monday outfit and then wherever I'm wearing Tuesday through Friday, it never changes, right? But as becoming an adult, like, it really does make sense to go through and plan your outfits. And for someone like me that works from home, that's just a t-shirt and a pair of leggings. Or if I want to look nice for a meeting, then it's a nice top or a dress. But by knowing what you're doing for the week, when you go ahead and plan and schedule your week out, you can go ahead to plan and schedule your outfits. You see how all these things work together? You see how they work together? So take the time to go out and plan and schedule your outfits. And you do not have to just start by doing 5 days all together, right? Maybe you could plan for the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And it's depending on how you feel Thursday and Friday, you could throw something together. But you know, Monday through Wednesday, those are days you really got to get through. Thursday is Friday Eve, and then Friday is just Friday, okay? Number 8. Make sure that you are decluttering your space, right? You're decluttering everything that's gonna stop you from doing what you need to do during the week, right? So for example, like me working from home, I always make sure that I go through Sunday night or early Monday morning when I get done working out. I come over to my desk and I make sure that that space is clean, wiping it down, putting stuff in the garbage can that may have just been left over, you know, the week, like receipts and things like that. And then I also make sure that my house is just in a decent order. And what decent order means for me, is that like everything is clean, right? No dishes in the sink. My table is clear in the kitchen. My living room is clear of toys and everything that we could have transpired over the weekend. All of that is clean and ready to go. So by the time the week starts on Monday, it's like, okay, time to do it again. But at least I know that I'm starting from scratch, right? And I'm starting with a clean slate. And number 9, I don't know, y'all, I feel like I'm off counting, but we'll see when I go back and watch the video. So number 9 or number 10, empty your thoughts through journaling. So I don't know about you guys, but I am a big fan of writing my feelings out. I'm a big fan of writing out everything that's taking place, right? And so think of journaling as like a reflection, but journaling is more meant for the emotional state, right? The mental state, right? Reflection is more about physically and also mentally, but what can I improve on? What did I do well? And what was just totally horrible? And I really need to do better this week, right? Those are the differences for me, right? Journaling to me is more emotional. It's my connection to myself and who I am. And then there's also another way on how I communicate with God through journaling, right? So make sure that you're emptying your thoughts every week, because y'all, we go through some stuff, right? Day in, day out. Like, it's always something coming your way. And it's like, okay, like I just got over this last week and I got to go through it again. But the more you are willing to confront your thoughts and confront your feelings and how you feel, the easier it is for you to maneuver, because you know that you have a coping mechanism for that, right? You know that you could just go pull out your journal and write until you can't write no more, right? And I'm also a voice notes person as well. Like, I would just turn on record and just let it go. Like, say what I need to say, clear my head, clear my thoughts, clear my voice, and I am done. Okay? I am done. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in for the most 10 ways to make your week productive, or 10 ways to make a productive week and have a productive week. And I hope you guys got something out of it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.